Do you think dogs eating grass is just a quirky habit? In fact, it might be an important message they're sending you every day. Have you ever seen your dog bend down to chew on some grass, then look up at you as if trying to say something, but you just didn't get it? Here's the interesting part. This seemingly harmless behavior is actually tied to a dog's survival instinct, and sometimes it's a silent SOS they hope you'll recognize. So what's really going on when a dog eats grass? Are they self-medicating, lacking nutrients? Or are they anxious about something you haven't noticed yet? In the middle of the video, you'll discover the most important thing, the part that most pet owners overlook. And throughout this video, you'll begin to understand the secret language dogs use to communicate with you, not through barking, but through those small everyday behaviors you've seen but never truly understood. Section 1. Why dogs stare at you. Without blinking. Sometimes your dog will sit quietly and stare at you for a long time, without blinking, as if they're trying to say something. That gaze isn't random. When their eyes soften, their body relaxes, and their tail drifts gently, both you and your dog release oxytocin, the bonding hormone that makes dogs feel closer to you and trust you more. For them, staring at you like that is like a hug with their eyes. But be careful. If the stare becomes rigid, hard, and not gentle at all, it's not love. It's a warning. Dogs use that kind of gaze only when they're anxious or feel threatened. So how does your dog look at you? Gently or tensely? Observe it. And if their eyes carry so much meaning, what they do before going to the bathroom will surprise you even more. Section 2. Why dogs circle before they go to the bathroom. Have you ever seen your dog spin a few times before going to the bathroom and thought it was just a cute habit? Actually, it's a leftover survival ritual from their ancestors. When dogs circle, they're checking the surroundings for danger, because when they lower themselves, they're vulnerable. Each spin also leaves scent from glands in their paws, like marking the spot checked, safe. Interestingly, studies show many dogs prefer to relieve themselves aligned with the Earth's magnetic north-south axis, meaning that in those few seconds, they're using a natural compass humans can't even sense. So next time you see your dog circling, remember, they're not being silly. They're following ancient instincts to stay safe. And just like this behavior, their breathing sometimes reveals even more than you think. Section 3. Why dogs pant. Heavily. Lots of people assume dogs pant just because they're hot, but that's only part of it. When a dog pants evenly, with a relaxed tongue and steady rhythm, it's their way of cooling down, since they can't sweat like we do. But if you pay attention carefully, you'll notice there are times when the panting looks totally different. Faster, shorter breaths, sometimes paired with lip licking, repeated yawning, or seeking a hiding spot. That's not heat, that's fear. Panting also happens when dogs are overly excited. When you come home from work, reach for the leash, or when they're praised a lot, their breathing becomes an emotional broadcast. The same action, but 3 different meanings: hot, scared, or happy. Just by listening to your dog's breath, you can understand what they're feeling in that moment. And just like their breath, there's another behavior that leaves many owners confused because they think it's weird. Section 4. Why dogs lick other dogs' private areas. It may look awkward, but to dogs, it's just a totally normal greeting. The genital region contains scent glands and pheromones, a kind of biological ID card that lets them know age, health, gender, and even mood of another dog. With a quick lick or sniff, dogs gather information that humans might need an ultrasound to detect. This behavior comes from their wolf ancestors. It's as simple as a human handshake or greeting. They aren't being odd or overly curious. They're just reading information. And it also strengthens bonds, because grooming and physical contact help them feel more trusting of each other. If this one seems confusing, the behavior that follows has 2 very different meanings. Section 5. Why dogs roll over and show their bellies. When your dog rolls over onto their back, exposes their belly, and looks at you with soft eyes, that's a rare moment in which they are giving you their full trust. The belly is the weakest part of an animal's body that once lived in the wild, so when your dog allows you to touch it, it means they feel totally safe. Soft body, gentle tail wag, and even breathing show relaxation. but not every rollover is an invitation. If their body stiffens, legs are pulled in close, eyes wide open, and tail tucked, then it's not invitation. It's an appeasement gesture. They're saying, "Please don't scare me." In that case, belly rubs don't make them happy. They make them anxious. Same motion, two entirely different meanings. What matters is the rest of the body language. And just like this, the next behavior shows you a different level of closeness. Section 6. Why dogs always follow you. You leave the living room, walk into the kitchen, and turn around. Your dog is right behind you. You go to the bathroom. There they are, waiting at the door. That's not because they're clingy or needy. For thousands of years alongside humans, dogs have been programmed to see you as the center of safety. When they're with you, the world becomes more predictable. Beyond that instinct, this behavior's reinforced every day. You feed them, play with them, pet them, and simply your presence gives them an invisible reward. For puppies under 6 months old, the following behavior is even stronger because they see you like a mother, their source of life, their safest place. But here's the interesting part. Add a leash and their behavior changes completely. Section 7. Why dogs become aggressive. When leashed. When your dog is off leash, they can run, retreat, avoid, or move away if they feel fear. But once the leash is clipped on, they lose that escape route, and that triggers a defensive response. A dog that is usually gentle might start barking, growling, or lunging forward simply because they feel trapped. Another form is aggression due to excitement. They want to run up and greet other dogs, but the leash holds them back. That excitement gets channeled into behavior that looks aggressive. So the leash isn't just a tool, it directly affects their mindset. However, there's another behavior that is far gentler and carries much more warmth. Section 8. Why dogs take your seat. You stood up for a few seconds, turned back, and there's the dog curled up in your seat. It's not because they stole it. Your scent and leftover warmth are still there. Two things that make them feel comforted and wrapped in you. For a dog, sitting in your spot is like embracing the part of you they miss. They also hope you'll come back and take your seat beside them, creating an opportunity to be near you. It's their way of saying, "I want to be close to you a little longer." And when you talk to them, the next action will make you smile. Section 9. Why dogs tilt their heads. When you talk. When you speak to your dog and they tilt their head to one side, it's not just cute. They're adjusting their ears to hear more clearly, and tilting helps them view your face because their muzzle obstructs part of their vision. It means they're trying to understand you with both hearing and sight. Research even shows dogs tilt their heads more when they hear familiar words like walk, eat, or their name. That proves they're not just listening, they're trying to process information like a child learning about the world. But there's another behavior that looks funny but is more worrying. Section 10. Why dogs scoot their rear on the floor. Scooting makes many people chuckle, but it's actually a signal that the body is uncomfortable. Dogs' anal glands can become blocked, causing pain, burning, or itching, forcing them to drag their bottom to relieve pressure. Sometimes it's caused by parasites like tapeworms or allergies irritated skin in that area. If the dog does it once, no big deal, but if it happens often, it's time to get them checked. Dogs can't care for that area themselves. They rely entirely on you, and right after that follows the behavior most people misunderstand. Section 11. Why dogs eat grass. Many pet owners panic when they see their dog eating grass, but in most cases, this is just a normal behavior. Some dogs simply enjoy the taste of young grass, others like the crisp or cool texture of it. For many, grass is like an extra vegetable in their meal. However, sometimes dogs eat grass to soothe their stomach. Their ancestors used this method to vomit things that upset them. But interestingly, most grass-eating dogs don't vomit. That suggests they eat grass for other reasons, to get extra fiber, to relieve boredom, or simply because they like it. The only real concern is when the grass has been treated with chemicals. Otherwise, it's a natural behavior. And right after eating, you'll notice another meaningful action. Section 12. Why dogs do the play bow. When the front legs drop down, tail wags, and hindquarters go up, That's the universal invitation to play for dogs. Even if they bark, chase, or lightly nibble afterward, the play bow always means, "It's just for fun." Inherited from their wolf ancestors, this move helps avoid conflict. It's a body language peace treaty. If play gets too rough, they'll often do the bow again to reset the atmosphere. And after playing hard, they often sleep in postures that make owners giggle. Section 13. Why dogs sleep in weird positions. Dogs might curl up, stretch out, lie on their side, or even lie on their back with all four legs in the air. Each posture isn't just a habit, it reflects emotion and how safe they feel. Curling up is instinct to keep warm and protect their organs. Stretching out helps cool down by dissipating heat through the belly and chest. Lying on the back, belly exposed, is the highest level of trust because the dog is in the most vulnerable position. And when you see them lying on their side, breathing steadily, that's REM sleep, where they dream and are fully relaxed. Right after waking up, you'll see another adorable behavior. Section 14. Why dogs kick their back legs after they go to the bathroom. Many people think dogs are trying to bury their waist like cats, but actually they do the opposite. Strong back leg kicks into the ground help spread scent from the glands in their paws and leave a clear trace on the ground, like a little sign reading, "I'm here." The stronger the kicking, the more confident the dog or the more territorial. It's an instinct carried through generations, not mischievous behavior as many assume. And then you'll see your dog do a motion you're familiar with every morning. Section 15. Why dogs stretch. Right after waking up, the stretch that looks like the yoga pose, downward-facing dog, is not just for loosening muscles. When a dog wakes up, the body needs to get circulation moving, warm joints, activate the lymphatic system to flush out toxins. But more interestingly, if they stretch towards you, it's also a gentle greeting. "Good morning, I'm glad you're here." It's a small moment with a lot of meaning. A simple action, but a combination of physiology, habit, and love for you. Now you understand. Every little behavior of a dog is not random, but its own language, a way they talk to you in the way they know best. From the gaze that doesn't blink, to the panting, to the tiny turns before going to the bathroom. All of it is their message. "I'm here and I'm listening to you." There's a quote I always remember. "You don't own a dog. The dog chooses you as family." If today you understand them a little more, their heart will open to you even more. And in the next video, I'll tell you about a little nightly habit a dog does, but one that reveals a lot about how much they're bonded to you. You'll be surprised how important it is. Before you leave the video, tell me one thing. Which behavior of your dog surprised you most? I'd love to hear your story. If you found this video helps you understand your dog better, stay with me, because every week we decode another new thing the dog wants to tell you, if you just know how to listen.